What's up, guys? Will Metscher here. I'm wrapping up my personal social media challenge of 70 days, being incredibly intentional on social media, where I'm tracking my activity, figuring out what sucked me in so I can work on breaking that addiction. I noticed that it's so easy to scroll mindlessly, lose track of time, and then wonder where all my time went in the day. I get it. Social media can be useful, especially for connecting and even for business. But when it starts controlling you instead of you controlling it, that's a problem. So I'd love to share with you a few techniques and ideas that helped me break free from my social media addiction. That way you can start getting back your time and your focus. Number one, the power of a digital detox. So let's talk about what a digital detox is. This doesn't mean that you have to quit social media entirely, but you've got to hit the reset button. Studies have actually shown that taking intentional breaks can have huge benefits. Research from the University of Pennsylvania found that limiting social media use to 30 minutes a day significantly reduced anxiety and improved overall well-being. Luckily, over my tracking, I was typically below 30 and I was floating around like 25 to 27 minutes each day. My personal experience was not completely cutting social media out, as I totally see value, but it's limiting my brain getting sucked in. I noticed that I'd get sucked in when I was bored, when I was waiting somebody to join a meeting or waiting for a phone call, or sadly, sometimes at night when I was unwinding even while I had the TV on. Instead of deleting the app, I just left my phone at home. My simple detox was when I would go on walks with my family, when I would work out, I'd leave my phone in the car. And the one that actually helped me the most was no social media before I did any physical activity for the day. So if I hadn't had a chance to work out yet, then I wasn't getting on social media. Number two, schedule your scroll time like any other task. Here's the truth. Social media is designed to be addictive. Those endless feeds are scientifically engineered to keep you hooked. A study from MIT's Sloan School of Management showed that platforms use variable rewards like likes and comments to trigger that same kind of dopamine release that's seen in gambling. But we can actually fight back by creating structure. Instead of mindlessly scrolling forever, schedule your social media time just like you would any other task. Give it a dedicated window, and when that time's up, move on. I haven't actually tried this one yet, but I think it's a brilliant idea. I mean, right now I already schedule things like prospecting and time in my email and working out. Why not schedule something like social media? Concept number three, replace a habit with something meaningful. Here's the thing. Social media, it does fill a need. It's a habit because it gives you something, whether it's a mental break, a sense of connection, or even a little hit of dopamine. To break the habit, you need to replace it with something that's just as meaningful, but more productive. A study by the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology showed that people who replace social media time with in-person interactions, reading, or exercise actually reported higher levels of happiness and less loneliness. It's not about cutting out social media, it's about filling that space with something that's actually genuinely fulfilling. So I actually started using the app Imprint. It's short 15-minute breakdowns of entire books. One book that I really dig was Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experience by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. I can't pronounce his last name, but the book, it talks that people are happiest when they're in a state of flow or total immersion in an activity that requires sustained focus and or effort. This brings me to the point between pleasure and enjoyment. Many things that we choose give us immediate pleasure, like food, shopping, entertainment, TV, social media. It's all temporary and mostly passive consumption. Enjoyment, however, comes from doing things that require focus and actually have intent. So, making a new recipe, baking, cooking, working out, reading something that you find interest in, that all creates intent and focus. So here's a plan. I did a 70-day detox. Try what's going to work best for you. Schedule your social media time so you can get back control and replace a habit with something meaningful that adds value to your life. Social media doesn't have to be an addiction. You can use it, but use it on your terms. Let me know in the comments if you're ready to try a detox or if you found a healthy way to manage your social media time. If this resonated with you, hit the like button, share it with someone who might be feeling overwhelmed by the scroll, and follow along for more tips on productivity and mindset. Remember, your time is the most valuable resource. Don't let social media steal it from you. You've got your goals to reach and a life to live. Let's make it count.